this is Liz from Trelease and welcome to my podcast. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. And if you're a new viewer, welcome to my podcast. I hope you like what you see and hear and enjoy my company. And if you do like it, please subscribe and put a thumbs up to give me a bit of more courage to keep on doing that. So how are you? I'm really great. I'm very happy because I have a couple of days to be in a more calm and not rushing into all the things time of my life, which is really weird and rare. I've been back from France from Le Fil de la Manche festival, which is in the northern part of France, a week, almost 10 days. And it was amazing. I loved it. As always, I love seeing, my customers, my friends, my Fibre people, my tribe, and, connecting and sharing ideas and, creating. So I've been back. I died when I came back. I was dying like mad because I was a bit late on some deliveries that I had to die, some orders that I had to die for some shops, and I was a bit late on my schedule because before leaving from France I was sick, but then I got it on time and they were shipped on Saturday, so then I could a bit relax and take a deep breath. I had on my planning not to go to any festivals in May, but I will be going to Amsterdam end of this month and I couldn't be more happy because I love the Netherlands. It's been too long that I haven't been there. I think it's about 2 years. Sorry, I'm just gonna find where's my phone and turn it off. Well, not turn it off, but just, the sound off, so it doesn't really bother us. Yes, so I was saying it's been 2 years that I haven't been to the Netherlands, and at last minute I just contacted the organization. I was like, guys, maybe I could make it. Do you have any room? And they did. So I'm so happy to announce that I will be going end of May in Amsterdam. But more later on when I'll be there, and when I'm coming back I'm gonna talk more about Amsterdam. But yeah, it's very exciting. So happy. So going to France is always very special to me because I'm part French, but it's also very, very heartwarming because my first retailer was in France, and unfortunately she doesn't have anymore her shop, but she's always there for me. I think whenever I have a breakthrough on my business or even personal, it's like I'm gonna call her, I'm gonna tell her, and I'm gonna scream with her, from excitement. I think she's my Fibre mom, so if you don't know about her, or maybe you haven't heard me talking about her, her name is Cecile, and I love her and her sister. And so yeah, Cecile came to pick me up at the airport, and then we went home, and so I got to see her sister, who's always also helping us, Sylvie. And it was amazing because her son was always also here from Canada, and so I got to see him again, which was great. And her mom, that she kind of feels like my grandma, like now I love her. And yeah, it was really great. It was like really going back to my family, and seeing them was just great. Like even if I had to go there and not even have the festival, it would be amazing because they have a very special part of my heart, and yeah, I love them. So then we drove all together, me, her, Cecile, and her sister Sylvie, to the northern part of France, and we got to meet some older customers of hers that I already knew, and Catherine and her husband Francois, and we went to a wonderful dinner. It was really amazing. And then yeah, before that we set up, but it's okay, you know, we just set up the booth. It was great, it was awesome, it was huge. I had forgotten actually that I had such a big booth there, and I was like, oops, did I bring enough yarn? So I was kind of stressed, but it was great, it was perfect, the amount of yarn that I had, thankfully. And yeah, so we went for dinner the first day, and it was amazing. And so on Saturday and Sunday it was the beautiful festival. There were great other fiber dyers, amazing people, and it was great. I love being next to Imogen, which is Big Bad Yarns, and of course it's always a pleasure and being crazy seeing Natalie from By Night Yarn and By Night's Creations. And then I got to meet some new dyers, and maybe they're not new, but they're new to me. And it was really great meeting them and chatting with them, and you know, just catching up with all this stuff. It was amazing. Jabomb. Okay, and I will be showing you later on what I got from them, but it was really, really cool. And I saw again also Sonia from Volmet Verve. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm sorry, Sonia, if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but it's okay, I think. Then I have to say a really big thank you to Flavie for having us in her parents' house that was in the neighborhood. And so thank you, Flavie's parents. We got everyone who was there at the house, we got them treats and things, you know, from wherever we are. I got them some olive oil and some teas, but I think Flavie got the teas, you know, with some herbal stuff. And then also in the house was with us Soraya, and Soraya is the editor of Belota magazine, which is based in Spain, and it's actually a Spanish magazine, but it's also translated in English. Yes. I got to meet Soraya, and actually I met Flavie also in Barcelona, and it's last November, and we clicked. They're really cool, both of them, amazing girls, and I felt really privileged to be staying with them and sharing silly stories. And I think at some moments it was really funny because at the house we were talking mainly in French because Sylvie and Cecile were more comfortable with that. But at some point I was talking with Soraya in English, but because I do understand very well Spanish, she would talk to me in Spanish, and then sometimes I will try to reply in Spanish, otherwise I would go on in English. But it was great, and yeah. And I don't remember which night it was. I think it was the Saturday night that me and the girls, Flavie and Soraya, just started, you know, saying not really nice words in Spanish and making phrases out of them. But yeah, it's silly, it's funny, but yeah, curse words, you know, are funny. I used to be as a teenager to curse a lot, but thankfully that phase, you know, rubbed out quickly and fast enough from me, of me. But yeah, sometimes it's fun to be silly, you know. It was also great seeing Soraya for another reason, because in the upcoming magazine we'll be having a beautiful cardigan that I have shared on my stories and on my Instagram, designed by Marion M. Actually, I do have them with me, but I don't have it around me. So maybe should I just go? Okay, I'm gonna go grab them. Sorry. Okay, I'm back with the cardigan. So the original version was knitted with new colorways in my Saki base, which is the single with merino and silk. Yes, I'm going fast. And then there was my personal edition to show that it can be more gentle with speckles, but it can be also solid, but crying out loud, yes! So this beautiful cardigan is going to be available, the pattern, sorry, on the Bellota issue number 3, which is coming out in June, so there's still some time. Talking about collaborations, I got also the opportunity, because Marion was there, to see the new sweater that she designed with my beautiful yarns. Yes, I'm full of myself and it's okay. Okay, the dissolve sweater, I actually had a sample knitter test mine, but I didn't receive it in time, so I cannot show it, but I will put pictures. This moment, sorry for I'm looking like that, but there are at this moment, as we speak, pre-orders on my website trellis.eu, and you can get your fade and just dissolve your sweater. Yeah, dissolve it. Yes. So yeah, I'm so excited. My version, of my sweater is green, and hers was red orange. And of course, when I did the oranges, I had me in mind, but then I wanted something really crazy, and my inspiration was from Hulk and the crazy heroes of green. And but I was like, okay, she's not gonna like the green one, it's okay, I'm gonna send her the orange ones and I'll have the green one, because come on, color is power, and I'm not gonna be separating the colors. Okay, I have a tiny preference of orange, but I like all colors, well, as you can see. Yeah. Okay, and yes, so they're amazing. I really love the fades, how they're getting along. I had some kids with me in France at the festival, and guys, I'm so happy that you like them. I was very excited that you know, were getting them, and it was actually, it's always a bit of a relief that, you know, even if I know that, you know, people like my yarns, it's always nice when you have something new to show that, you know, you will like it. And my excitement is not just my excitement, but I can share it with you. Yes. So yeah, I'm really not very well prepared for this, as you can see, because I want to show you the kits and I don't have them next to me. So excuse me for another second. Yeah. So I don't have any more, any of the red ones, fades. But I have the green one. And yes, it's as vibrant as it shows. Okay. Yeah, it is. It is really vibrant. Okay, so this is H Smash. This is gamma rays, because Hulk has a lot of gamma rays. Then this is Poison Ivy. This is Marvin, yeah, from Looney Tunes. And this is Dark Absinthe, because I don't know why. So this is the new kit. I will put pictures of the sweater, of the dissolved sweater, so you can see it. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to receive mine and wear it and rock it, because spring is coming, and I really like the idea of having a really screaming sweater. Well, I'm actually having a cardigan who's screaming, and yeah, a sweater that's screaming. Okay, what was next? Yeah, so we took pictures of the sweaters, of the cardigans, even though we had professional pictures for the cardigan for the magazine, but it's always nice to have more pictures than not enough. So, you know, when you're sharing to social media, you don't just share the same picture. Yeah. So what should I talk next? Maybe my shawl. Okay, you've seen my shawl. This is the shawl that I've designed, and this is the prototype, so it doesn't have the I-cord all around it, but the pattern is ready and it is written to have the I-cord all around it, and test knitters are testing it, and I'm really happy because I did also the layout. So yeah, I also have a sample knitter for this one, because I want one to have the I-cord and to be, you know, like the exact thing that you will be knitting. But yeah, other than that, this is exactly the same thing, and I'm very excited. I really like this ruffle thingy that it does. Yeah, I love it. So this is the front color, well, the color one that I chose, Manawi, and this is the second color, which is middle finger. Yes, it's naughty. Yoo-hoo. Look at it. Even if I put it like that, I really like this green orange thing that it does. Yeah, it's great, right? Okay, even if my sweater is orange, but even if it was darker, I think it really plays it nice. So yeah, it will be soon available, I would say, but it will be available in the fall. I know it's gonna be a bit later on, and people have been asking me about it and when it's gonna come out, but there's been a collaboration for this one, and you're gonna tell me, Liz, you're the designer and you're the dyer, what are you talking about? You're collaborating with yourself. Yeah, but I'm just making a surprise for you. I'm trying though, okay? If it doesn't happen, then you will have it earlier on, but I think it will. So yeah, I'm sorry, but you'll have to wait just a tiny bit more, okay? And it's good because I have other ideas for designing, but I don't have the time to design. So yeah, it gives me a bit, you know, more time to prepare for my other things to come whenever they come. So yeah, so it's going to be called the One Shawl because it is the one that started it all. It is those colors that I started knitting in last year, exactly in beginning of May, in a retreat in Greece. And I picked it up, and then I was like, oh, maybe I can just keep this repeat to make one shawl, and then Alali's one came to birth. And then maybe, oh, maybe if I just repeat that part, it could be a shawl. And then there was Alali's too. But this is the first and final one of those series. So yes, this is the one shawl that started it all. And we can all blame John Beardy Chill for that. Yes, we can. Okay, so next, what should I talk about next? Maybe I should talk about my finished objects or not. Okay, let's do it, okay? Because it's so pretty and I feel guilty just wearing it and not talking about it. So this is the Soldotna crop by Galen Hunter. Yes, I wanted to do one that had the arrows in a screaming color, and so I was really tempted to have that screaming green neon that I showed you before, the H Smash, yes. But then I was, but it's gonna be so tiny bit because it only has this color over here and over here. So I was like, no, I want it a bit brighter. And then I was like, okay, if it's not green, it's not gonna be orange here. But I wanted the body to be orange, like, of course. I said, okay, let's try to work things out and see. And because I didn't have a lot of DK to dye, I was searching on looking what I had already in stock. And I had Celine, which is the blue, and I had the brownish one, which is the fur. And I was like, okay, so I will be having the fur and beautiful Celine, and I know that I want the orange, so Manawi. What should I put here? And I didn't want something dark because I already had the brown and the blue. So I was looking, you know, in my stash of the shop, and I found the little Albus Dumbledore, and I was like, if I put this, it's gonna be cool, because two light tones and two darker tones, but all of them mix well, and the contrast is contrasting enough to show. And there it was. So here I go. So I use for color 1 Celine, for color 2 Manawi, which you use in the body. For color 3, I think it's, oh, now I don't remember how it is shown, but I think color 3 is it is the fur, and then color 4 it is Albus Dumbledore, the yellow. So I'm not sure if you can see it. I love it. It calls for 5 repeats, I think, of the little repeat of the body, or the original calls for 5 repeats, but I calculated how many meters I had after 5 repeats, and it was like over here. So I was like, no, that's too short for me. So I went down, and then here I wasn't sure if I would have enough for this. So I just did 1 row, and I measured how many grams I had before the row and after the row, and I calculated how many meters. And then I figure out, okay, I have enough yarn to make like 11 rows or something like that. So I could do another repeat of the 6 rows of the body, and 2 of over here that you have when the blue starts. So I had enough for 11 rows, and I wanted to do 8 rows, so it was perfect. And yeah, and the blue came just enough. I have a picture of my sweater blocking with the little bits. I'm gonna try to put it here so you'll see how much I was left. So yeah, the Manawi and the Celine, so the 2 first colors, you won't have enough. If you're doing, well, I did the second, I think it's the small. But yeah, if I was doing the medium, because I would make it longer, I would have needed just a second bowl of the orange, definitely. I usually do the medium, and I really love, you know, baggier things, and I feel this sweater would be awesome in a medium for me. But the thing is that when the tops are cropped, I don't like them to be very airy, because I'm really feeling really cold easily. And knowing that, I did the smaller, even if it was a bit, you know, just closer to the body. Yeah, I love it. It's a really nice and easy breeze and sweater to do, and it's really fun. I love that it has these little dots, so you're like, okay, I'm doing stockinette, but I also have this little thing making it interesting. And yeah, I really like it. My god, I was saying that I wanted an orange Tecumseh, and I really do, but now I'm thinking like I want the same one but larger. And yeah, come on, Liz, you should change your colors. But yeah, but this color combo, like I could do even the blue for the body, or just switch the orders of those 4 colors. I really like them. They really make me happy. And yeah, maybe I could do another one with the arrows in orange. That was my first idea, and the blue over here. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just thinking about it. Well, I did this sweater very fast for 2 reasons. Because first of all, it's DK, it goes faster. Second of all, color work makes me always wanna do, you know, just one more row, one more row. I do have that with other projects, but I think here it's just that you're erasing, you know, from the chart, the one row, you know, I did that. Next, you just, well, I just cross it and then I'm going forward. And I really like that, crossing things on the pattern. Yeah, and as I said before, I'm in a state where, okay, I have things to dye, like, yeah, I have lots of yarn to dye, but I'm also taking a bit of a break because then I'm gonna be preparing for 2 festivals and 2 big orders I'm expecting to come in. So I'm trying to get a bit more knitting done and, you know, just chill a bit. It's good. It's okay. So yeah, so I think I finished it in 3 days or something like that. I had started over here before going to France. Then I was in France, I didn't knit at all. And then I came back and I think in 3 days I finished it. So let's say 4 to 5 days. Yeah, but it's short sleeves and it's a crop top. Like it's not, it doesn't feel like a real sweater. Yeah, but I would totally see me doing another one with the medium and yeah, and long sleeves. But I don't know how it would look in long sleeves. Yeah, it would be nice, right? Yeah. And the only thing is that I did more stitches here because I don't like it to be really, you know, close in my arm. So over here I did the stitch count for the medium. Yeah. And that's the only things I have to say about my Soldotna sweater. I love it. I'm gonna wear it. And yeah. Yeah. The only thing that I was thinking that maybe I shouldn't do it, it's because in Greece it's either too warm to put that, or I'm more cold. I'm easily cold, but it's okay. With I try to wear it these days, and with a cardigan or with something below, and I really liked it. So I think it's really great for springtime or autumn. Yeah, or when I'm going to France, or whenever. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this around my neck because I felt a bit chill. Okay, and now I can show you what I got from the festival, because you like that, right? Okay. Oh, before, because we're wearing the finished objects, I finished a sock. Yes, I did finish a sock. I started this sock just to show off this colorway in the summer, and then I decided, okay, Liz, you should finish it. And transitioning into purchases, I got the Turbo Trio from Addy on the festival, and I liked them. Okay, I haven't knitted a lot with them. I just finished the heel over here, and I have to say I really did enjoy it. I did. So we'll see. I will have to knit more with them, but I really did like them. So this is just a vanilla sock. The second sock, I don't know when it's coming, because if you remember in my last podcast, I also had a solitary sock. So now I have 2 solitary socks. And actually I want to cast on another sock with another colorway. I'm too bad, you guys, but I do have some 2 at a time socks in the needles. Yeah, but I'm not really a sock knitter. Yeah, but it's really it is a great thing to have and not really think about, yeah, when you're moving around. So yeah, I will try maybe to have this sock, because it's vanilla sock, just around for my trips. Yeah, I should cast it on though. Yeah, I should. Okay, I should. So let's see what I got. Okay. Let's put it here. Go. So I got some gadgets, where I got also those needles from the shop of Lily Come To, and she put them in this beautiful bag. So Lily Come To has, I think, yeah, she has yarns, she has needle cases, she has needles, I got 325 millimeter Leica because I broke mine from my set. I got those three Turbo Addy. I got a gleaner. You guys, I've never used anything to, how do you say, to brush my sweaters, and I've never done it. But everyone is swearing that the gleaner is the thing that you need, and they were actually showing it, and it really seemed really cool. And it has different cartridges, or I don't know how you call them, brushes maybe. Yeah, so I haven't opened it yet, I haven't used it yet, so I cannot do a feedback on it yet, but hopefully at some point I will tell you if the gleaner, it is the ultimate fuzz remover or not. Okay, then I also got something that I was very excited, a digital scale. Yes, so those, you can find them on the internet, I know, but I was really lazy just to buy from the internet just one scale. It seemed, I don't know, funny to me, but it's great. I'm super happy, and it's super handy that it's small, and that's where I got I didn't got lazy, and I actually did measure my skein to know how many rows I can do, and it came really in hand. Okay, and then I'm super excited. So last year in May, I had met this wonderful woman who really liked my yarns, and she got some of mine, and I had seen at Lilycom 2 by then that she had some knitting needle cases, and the lady who had come and who picked my yarns is the one who makes them, guys. So she told me at the time if I wanted to do a swap that she would make one for me, and we never really talked about it yet, but I had seen on her Instagram that she got some really pretty how do you say, fabrics, and I was like so tempted to just tell her, please do me one, but she actually did one with having me on her mind, and of course it is orange, so she completely decided which colors go where, and I love it, and we did a swap. So her name is Princesse Grenouille. She doesn't have a shop, unfortunately, but I think she gives some of her cases at Lilycom 2, and but she also has an Instagram, which is P and Grenouille, which is frog, so Princess Frog. And here we go. Just look at the fabrics, like not even at the case. So I have here some of my longer interchangeables. Yes. Then there's a zipper that I have. What do I have in the zipper? I don't even remember. Like, I put them yesterday. So in the zipper I have a tape, a measuring tape, a knitting gauge, cables, a small box with stitch markers and stuff like that, and also my favorite Tuft Woolen lanolin rich hand and body balm. And this one is the one that I got, well, one of them that I got at Rhinebeck. Oh, I love how it smells, and it's cider donut. So I got all those in the little pouched bag here, and then here it goes. Oh my god, it's epic. It is. So here it goes, the first panel. So I have all of the smaller tips of my interchangeables, either at Knit Pro or Leica, that I have in double, not on my in my set. Oops, there's one that came here. That's okay. Then I have some double pointed needles that I really don't know really how to use, but sometimes they're really handy, or sometimes I use them instead of cable needles because they're longer and I found them more handy. I have a crochet hook for picking up stitches if I drop them. And then I have some of my higher sharp tips. And then I have the smaller cables that I have for, you know, sleeves. And I have over here also the knitting needles that I have for sleeves. So yeah, and I have here all numbers that are up until 4, and then here it's up until 5. Yes, and then stock needles here. And then I have my my circulars that are fixed. So most of them are for socks, and some of them that I used to own before knowing about interchangeable needles. I do have some other needles that are plastic or not such a good quality that I haven't put here, but I have in a box tucked away that I don't really use, but you know, it's just good to have them. Over here there's a pocket that you can put your pattern. I'm not sure I'm gonna put my pattern because I'm not sure that I'm gonna be, you know, having this all the time with me, but it's really great for when I'm going to the island or not. Like, I can take all this with me and know that I have everything. And here's also a zip that I haven't put yet, something, but I think maybe over here I will put my scissors and maybe the measuring tape, you know, things that I need to grab fast and not go and search about it. So I love it. I really do. It's amazing. And it matches me. It matches my soul. Thank you so much. So much. And her gift. So we did a swatch for that. And her gift was to make me a project bag. A very simple one. It's very plain inside. But look at this beautiful fabric. I love it. Yeah, so I felt just so spoiled, just even getting, you know, those gadgets and this needle case. I was fulfilled. I was like, damn, oh, I got, you know, what I didn't have. I had a needle case from Pink Hazel Bags, and I loved it for some time. But then because I used more the smaller interchangeable tips, they wouldn't fit, they would go out, so it was a bit more messy, but I still have it and I will still be using it for other things. I don't know what other things, but yeah. Or maybe because, you know, we always buy needles, maybe I will just have that needle case in the island and just leave it there. That's actually not a bad idea, you know, instead of going back and forth with needle cases. Anyhow, so yeah, so those were the things that I was like, I really wanted, and I got the first day. So because I knew I needed a scale, I wanted a gleaner, and I wanted a couple of tips of needles. But I also got some yarn. Yes. Okay, so the yarn that I got is very special, and it's funny because we could actually do swaps with both of those dyers because they also bought something from me and I also bought something from them at different times. So for me it actually feels like a swap because literally we just, you know, I gave them my money and then they gave it back, or I gave my money or they gave their money and then I gave it back. So I was really, really happy and excited to see for the first time. I didn't know her. So she is the dyer. I don't remember her name. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm bad with names. With Ovis, etc. She is Dutch, but she lives in Germany. And I think I said that correctly. And that's not the other way, but I think that's the way it is. I think she's Dutch, but she lives in Germany, and I think she's gonna be in Amsterdam, so I'm very excited. So this is herba, which is 80% of wool and 20% of rami. It's a sport. It's 100 grams for 300 meters. So ideally, I would have wanted 4 skeins to do a sweater, but I'm thinking of doing another cropped sweater, you know, but doing first the sleeves and then the body, so I can use all of it and not have leftovers. One idea that I actually am having is to do the boxy v-neck that is in the interpretation. And yeah, because I think Hohi uses 980 meters in DK, but come on, I have 90 meters in Sportway, and she knits it with 4 knitting needles, and I can knit that in 4. So yeah, it's okay. And even if, you know, my body is just what, 2 centimeters shorter, I don't care. Who cares? Yeah, I think I really like that idea. Otherwise, I'm not sure. If she has some, maybe in Amsterdam, I can get, you know, one of the skeins, because they're pretty much the same colorway. And if I have the time to think about another idea, maybe I should just get one more. But I really like this idea, and you know, whatever happens, happens. Yeah. And then I got a DK skein, and I have no idea why I got it, but I saw it and it's a pinkish reddish, and I found it epically done. It is from Arco Iris Yarns. She's French, she's awesome, and I really like it. And look how cute her logo is. And so this is the R2DK. It's 100% superwash merino, and the colorways is Han. And now I just want to think that it's for Jacob's Han, but Jacob's Han in a pink colorway. Yeah, so it's very funny because it's pinkish with reds, and I'm not pink at all, but I would love to see that in a beanie, in a hat. So I'm actually thinking of doing something either for my sister or my niece, or maybe both if I have enough, maybe not, but it's okay. Yeah, so that's gonna be a hat. Yeah, because I do think this winter I wanted to give hats for Christmas, and it's a nice satisfying project in between the other bigger ones. Yeah, yes it is. Okay, so that was about purchases, and now should I say what am I working on? Yeah, so if you don't know the news, Asylum Fibers have a beautiful knit along going on, and you can use hashtag #CropItCal, and it is all about crops. So I did my Soldotna. Actually, afterwards I heard about the #CropItCal, and I'm not sure I'm going to apply, you know, my end projects, but it's nice to be in a, you know, being part of the fun and the community. I wanted to do the My Boy Lollipop sweater, and I'm sorry, but the picture that I will be showing you is really small because I did print everything in small. So if you don't know her, she is Nancy Ritchie, or on Instagram Getting Pearly With It, and she is the one who designed also the Put a Pom on It, because we like to put a pom on it. Yeah, I don't know why Put a Pom on It always wants to I always want to sing after that. So I'm just cast it on, and I have this beautiful project in a bag that I did a swap in the Fil de la Manche. Ta-da! which is made by Margeva, and I love it. I love it. My Soldotna was living here and it was really comfortable. I love it. I love it. And it's so cute, very well handmade, hand sewn. And you could actually reverse it, but it has these little pockets inside. But if you like the pockets to be on the outside, you can just reverse it and it's amazing. Okay, you will just have this also inside, which is a pity, but you could. So I love this bag for smaller sweaters like the Soldotna. For shawls, it's really great. I asked Margeva, okay, if she can make me one bigger one and a bit taller, just for, you know, better, bigger things like sweaters, like proper sweaters. And yeah, and she's gonna make me some. Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, back to my sweater. So I've just done I think 5 rows and I already love it. I'm going to be using my Hera Decay and the colorway is a new colorway that actually it was a Sock Club colorway and of March, I think. Yeah, it was inspired by the book that was in the book along, which was The Fault in Our Stars, and I called it, here it is in the sock base, and I called it I'm a Grenade. Yes, I'm a Grenade. And I loved it. I found it really a cool colorway, and I think for a summery top it's going to be da bomb or da grenade. Okay, I'm so silly, guys. And I've got yeah, I found a knitting needle tip. So yeah, those things are happening. So I think it was in my project bag, then when I took off the, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm gonna put it here so I don't lose it. So yes, so I'm very excited about it. I think that's the one that I'm going to be working more, because those little tops, they're so cute and faster that, you know, you want to have a top in a few days. And also in Greece, maybe in a couple of weeks, it'd be too warm to wear them. So no, I want to wear it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going crazy. I also have over here my 4 other whips that I just casted on. I don't know if you watched on my Instagram. I had a custom party because I only had socks on the needles, but socks don't count for me because I'm not really a sock knitter. And then I had only my Marred Magic sweater. So I needed more stuff to have. So here is a hat. I think, yeah, here is a hat, but I'm knitting 3 strands of yarn together. That's why it has a bigger bag. Here is my Rusty Tuku sweater by Suzanne, Susu Knits. And here is, it's not been winded, it's not been casted on because I don't have 12mm needles, but it will soon happen. Yeah. I think in one of the festivals I will find 12mm needles and this will be casted on. But I also want to cast on some socks, and my Fibre share partner sent me those beautiful socks that I don't remember the name of the dyer. I'm so sorry. But I talked about it in the last podcast, last episode, and it is self-strapping, and I've never done self-strapping yarn socks, so yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna be casting on those, but also the second pair of those. Yes, yeah, I'm gonna try to be good. Okay, yes, okay. So that's all the things, you guys. Yeah, so I've talked to you about my whips, about my finished objects, about my purchases, about the festival, about the sweaters, the cardigans, the collaborations, and blah 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 blah. Yes, and now I will have to do all that in French. Yay! Oh god, When I do the French episode just after the English one, I struggle to find my words in French, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it. I'm also very excited because I'm trying to spin the yarn for my shifty sweater. And yes, at some point it will be done and I cannot wait for it. Then, upcoming festivals. So end of May I will be in Amsterdam. Middle of June I will be in Dublin, and middle of July I will be in France again. And I cannot wait. I really cannot wait. I think there are gonna be amazing people, amazing dyers in all of them, and I'm so excited. Thank you guys for coming and having some time with me and watching my crazy things, ideas, or whatever, collaborations. If you want to keep up and having news from me, please subscribe. And but I always share on Instagram and Facebook, and but I do share much more if you want to see behind the scenes, or when I'm lazy, or when I'm not, or when whatever. Or more of the kind, you can just, watch also my Instagram stories and see my silly face over there. Thank you for joining me. Have a great time until the next podcast. And yeah, keep on doing what you like. And don't forget, color is power, fiber is our weapon.